Hey there, lads and lasses. This here is a very tired Thunderhand 64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Wednesday. It is a little bit past noontime, and that can only mean that it's time for some Generations Minecraft server. Please excuse me while I take a very much needed build of the old caffeine. Okay, so this past Saturday saw the launch of Buffooncraft's Buffoon Skies 2 limited series. And it's already been incredible. It's so much fun. The other buffoons are streaming it. Please, if you get a chance, look at their streams. At least watch the VODs. So cool. So cool. Last night I logged on at probably about maybe 11 p.m. I think, and I thought to myself, I'm just gonna do a few things, right? And I got in there and I did a little bit of exploring. I found what I was looking for almost right away, and then I said, I'm just gonna do this, this, and this. And I tried to accomplish my goals for the proceeding 5 hours to like 4 a.m. in the morning. It was just a disaster. I got some very cool interaction with the other buffoons, though, and buffoons that I don't really get to build with that often. So it was a lot of fun, but it was also extremely exasperating and exhausting. And so I finished up at 4 a.m. and in fact, I didn't finish up really. I just logged off at 4 a.m. because I was destroyed, and took a nap, and for just an hour or two woke up, and then did the whole daily routine. Brought Kachi to school. Picked up the groceries and the supplies and stuff. Came up. It's just viewers, I'm so tired. So today is going to be a short stream. I usually do a 2-hour stream. I'm just going to do a 1-hour stream today because I really need to catch a nap before I have to leave and go on the road once more to bring Kachi home and to do a few other things. So today is going to be a short one, a short handor, a very short stream today. So I'm just not used to playing Minecraft for like 5 hours straight like that. Yeah, in fact, I'm not even at my computer for 5 hours straight like that anymore. So, especially during those hours, that was tough. But anyways, here we are. What are we doing today? Today we have Generations. We're on the Survival 5 world. So let's log on to that. Hopefully everything will go well. I say hopefully everything will go well because it's either Stream Elements or Google, using that browser, has completely wiped out a lot of the overlays for the streams. The Kachi Time overlays have been completely obliterated. So, but those needed updating. Honestly, the picture of Kachi there is from like when he was 8 or 9. And I've been bugging him to update that for the longest time. And now he has no choice because we can't stream because we have no overlays. So we're building overlays this week. We have some ideas. Hopefully they'll be ready for Sunday. We'll see. Let's switch the scene, shall we? Display scene's right over here. Okay. We seem to be doing well there. Let me get the lighting too. There we go. Much better. Let's log on to the old server here. So we're in the generation. Oh God. Okay, let's find out what's going on. Let's do this. I have insomnia brain right now. Actually, it's not insomnia brain because I don't have any trouble sleeping. I could sleep very well right now. I have sleep-deprived brain. Yeah, what is this? Oh, okay, I think I see what happened. All right, let's try this. All right, this should be better. Oh, one of the reasons why we wound up being on so long on Buffoon Skies was that reason, fatigue. Yeah, I just couldn't. What we encountered and what we were trying to deal with is, my brain just wasn't up to it. Thankfully, I got some help, but if I decide to publish the video for that, again, I didn't stream it, but I do record everything, and my intention is maybe to try to put out some videos of it. You'll see. It's, oh my god. Let's do this. Let me log on to the server, and then I'll switch over the display here. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, here we are. All right. I think what I had done was I had brought a horse over. Did I not? He should be around here somewhere. Is he still on the beach? Hello? Horse? Where are you, laddie? Is he around? Did I park him in front of the hotel? Oh, you know what? He's a white horse. Yeah, there we go. So I'm looking at the skeletons. Yeah, that's how bad the eyes are right now. Yeah, so we picked up this dude the other day. We're still in 1.21.6. One of the reasons why I wanted to get a horse is I'm getting ready to update. Yeah, see, this is difficult. The brain, please, brain, help me out here. I'm getting ready to update generations to 1.21.11, not 11, and that, of course, is going to allow us to get the netherite horse armor, and that's what I want for this boyo right here. It's gonna be so much fun. So last generation's survival stream we did, Generation 5 stream we did, we went out and we got ourselves some horses, rounded them all up, tested them all out, and got this guy. This guy is fast. He's a fast boy, aren't you? Yeah, he's a good dude. Okay, and so we're going to do that, or we did do that. And we just took a little break from build, so we could get out and just look at this beautiful map, because this map is really just stunning. And every time I update the chunks and everything, we just get newer formations. I always keep the sea here as best I can. But yeah, see, that's not what I want to say. What I want to say is I save the chunks of the inland sea, and so I don't update these, and I just update the map surrounding it. And so the surroundings change, but this inland sea stays preserved. So, but this is on what we are working. We're working on the villager level to get these guys out of their concrete retention centers. Finally. And get them into their penthouse suite in the sky. And so, yeah, let's do a little bit of work on that. We were sketching out their little dormitories here, their little apartments up here. And getting just like the size and the shapes of things and where we want to put lighting and stuff. And I think we're pretty much all set. I like this setup. This setup is large enough and airy enough I'm still thinking something should go right here. Instead of this lighting like this, we should suspend something here. This has the window. This has the windows too, but these windows don't have the overhang, so they're a little bit brighter. And you know what? I just got a very quick idea. I am going to replicate this kind of doorway up there. This is a 4-block doorway, but up there I think it's a 3-block doorway, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is a 3-block doorway, so we're going to do a similar kind of thing up here. In fact, we may make the doorway about that big. It might throw that off a little bit up there. Maybe, maybe not. Let me try something here. Oh, I know what I could do. I know what I'll do here. Okay, so let's do this. I'm still going to do this, but I will do this surrounding with the dark oak trapdoors, and then I will do an oak trapdoor in the middle, and I won't put this here. And of course, it'll be 3 blocks wide instead of 4. So let's try that. So we're going to need oak doors and dark oak trap doors. So again, let's go down and let's check out the chest monster, see if we can empty anything out from there. Any oaken bits down here? Well, there are trapdoors in the ladder. Any dark oak things here that I can? No. All right. So onto the chest monsters. Other bricks. See if we can take anything out of here in with the intention of trying to reduce these chest monsters. It's just a little bit of housekeeping. And again, at some point, we will be building out storage, proper storage. I'm just trying to figure out what kind. I'm thinking maybe the iron golems. No, I'm not thinking that. What I'm thinking is the copper golems. I'm a tired lad. I am. I'm having a lot of trouble speaking. Okay, let's do this. By the way, if you're wondering why I keep the channel so small and I don't try harder to be like a bigger, more popular streamer and stuff, this is why. Because I honestly, I just can't sit at the computer for 16 hours a day. You know, 7 or so days a week. I am just, that's unless I'm too old for that now. I'm sorry to say. Let's do this. Door. All right, let's see what we have over here. Oh, well, we have a slimy over here. It's funny, I just look at my hotbar and I see the level of gear and that we have in Generations. And Buffoon Skies is early game, and it's very severe as far as survival goes. We are scrounging for everything. I mean, we have advanced incredibly in the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is our 5th day. So we started on the 28th of Saturday. This is our 5th day, and it's shocking how fast the buffoons have accelerated their builds. It really is. Okay, I'm just seeing if I have an oak door and maybe some dark oak trapdoors. I think I'm going to have to craft the dark oak trapdoors, which isn't a big deal at all, of course, but tis what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is a new month. Welcome to the month of March. The mid-spring of March. March 21st is coming up. March for the Thunderhand family is going to be very exciting. We've got a lot of cool stuff planned. What do we have here? Dark Oak Slab. Welcome on in, Dora. You all can see the auto shout-out up there for... Or you should see the auto shout-out up there for Dora Explorer. Are the shoutouts broken? There it is. Okay. No, they're just lagging. We've been having the most fun and the coolest interactions with all the buffoons in Buffoon Skies. Dora included. Okay, we do have the spruce trapdoor. The builds are looking super cool already. And it's cool because Skies is so difficult to do, to play, that it really forces the buffoons to interact. It really does. You really have no choice. No choice in the matter. Well, the forces is kind of like it compels. It compels us buffoons to interact more than we normally would. So you just can't go it alone on Skies. It's just too hard to do. Let's do this. Let's see. We are going to need 7. We're going to need 14 of these. Let's do that. And Dora's saying, let me see. It was just because I wrote on the share thing and not actually in the chat. Oh, okay, gotcha. Old man Thunderhand. Still trying to learn how Twitch works after all these years. After all of these years. Again, I'm looking for an oak door. I don't think I have any. So now, oak planks, please. Please, with the oak planks. Okay, here we go. We'll just use these. We'll just craft them up. How do you do a door? This is where my brain is at right now. We'll need 2 of these. There are the oak trapdoors. Okay, we should be good. Am I gonna make it? Nope. I need a little bit more height. There we go. I am so enjoying this build, if you couldn't tell. Alright, so these doors are a little bit smaller. And it depends on how we want these to look. We could... Now, these doors are flush to the outside, I believe. Are they? No, they don't. They recess inwards, and they're flush to the inside. So let's maintain the theme. Look at the cows down there in the preserve. They're so cute. I don't think I'm going to make this. No, I'm not. Coming in low, just like that. Day Macho over Macho Grande. Um, we have a new redeem for the month of March. It's not set up yet though. It will be available by Sunday. It would have been available today if I hadn't spent from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. this morning on Skies. Is this a left-handed door? That's better. Let us do this. So okay, there we go. Now, that may look a little strange. And you know what? These warped bits, I might change these out and make them a little bit more compatible with the rest of the building. But this matches the outside of the front entrance of the Chamber of Commerce. So that's also a left-hand door. Let's flip it around. Let's do that. Did you manage to get some sleep? I took a brief nap between 4 and 6. But I can't. I'm too busy in the morning, right? So that's why I'm only doing an hour stream today. So I'll do an hour stream. I'll take another nap. And then I have to do all the evening stuff. So this is like the old days before I retired. When I was teaching and administering, because I was the assistant principal also at my school, I would wake up at 4 a.m. every morning. I would prep and hit the road by 5. I would arrive at the school at 7 to open the school for everybody. I would work a 10, 12, 14-hour day. It's a 2-hour commute down there. 2+ hours coming back home. So I would typically get home at about 8 in the evening. I would have to drive the boys to and fro their music lessons, their karate classes, groceries, getting food for the missus, doing all of that stuff, errands. I'd come home, shower. It would take me to just about midnight. I would shower and change into my clean clothes for the next day, gear everything up, and I would nap on the sofa for about maybe 3.5 or 4 hours, and then get up and leave. And I just did that for 6 years. It's just, whew, that was a grind. Now, mind you, I got paid a lot to do that, but it was a grind. Okay, there we go. Now again, I could put the light outside here, and I might put the light, or I might put the outdoor lighting on these columns. These columns, I need to decide what they're going to be made of. I was thinking something like this with the diorite, but I think that kind of diorite just matches the diorite in the walls a little too much. I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't know, maybe I'll go with that. Also, this stuff has like no support at all, so there is that too. But I remember now that this has to be as such because this guy needs to squeeze in there. That's why. So what material could we make those out of? We could make it out of the tough. We could do that. In fact, I might try that. All right, let's head on up to here. Hey, buddy. Uh-oh. There's a Spidey on the roof, I think. And therefore I can't sleep. Please. Where are you? Arachnus, Deficus. Where are you? It says I can't sleep because there are monsters nearby. Where are said monsters? Right there. Bye-bye. Please. I need the rest. Please let me sleep. Oops. I'd be digging it. Okay, those don't look too bad from the inside. Again, we might even put a little, some sort of border around this. I'll have to think about that. Because we have the room. These are just empty hallways, so... But what I was thinking of is the tough wall units. And placing them up here like that. I think that would be a good thing to do. Let's see what we have to work with. With what we have to work. We have the tough brick wall. Polished tough wall. We have that. And we should just have the regular tough, which I don't think is going to be used, but... Oh, we have a stone cutter. Bubba, just use the stone cutter, buddy. Polished tough. Oh, we can't make just a regular tough wall. Okay, it's either the polished or it's the tough brick. Let's get a little bit more of the polished. Let's try that. So we are, again, I repeat, we are only doing an hour stream today. And I'm going to try the polished tough wall first, and then I'm going to do the tough brick wall on the other side, and we'll do an A-B comparison. Gaston here can help us out. Maybe something like that. And maybe we'll put some block at the top, some decorative block. Let's try this. Now the bricks have a little bit more texture, and they look a little more structural. All right, let's back on out and let's have a look. Come on, buddy. I like that. I like it a lot. I like the bricks much better than I like this. So let's go with that, shall we? We'll get a little help from Gaston here. All right, pal. Done. Yeah, see, I like this. Now, we may do a little bit, but now we have to be careful about this, too. I would like to put a post here, but I'm afraid he might not fit. So I might have to put one here. Like that. Yeah, I might have to do something a little bit like that. And then how many of these do I have? Let's go do the other side. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. Again, this whole area here, I haven't really decided how I'm going to do that. Haven't really made up my mind about that. I might do something like this. We'll have to see. Let's go set these ones into place. I think I hadn't... Uh-oh. Hadn't moved everything into place yet. And I think it's this block here that's preventing things from... Things as in Gaston himself. There we go, pal. See if we can get you in here now. I think I had to remove some blocks to get him to fit. Oh, there he goes. That's nice. Like that. Then we can do the same thing here. Let's just install as many as we can from down here. Like that. These columns, we might do something else with these. I'm not really certain. But those, I think those are keepers. Lurk while I continue to child-proof my base. So Dora is has teamed up with Lux. And as much as we love Lux, he does require a lot of supervision. Okay, I'm liking this. Those posts on the end aren't so bad. They're okay. All right, one of the things I wanted to do was also, while I'm at it, try to figure out what to do about these window bits here. What I'm thinking is instead of going with the stained glass on those, I'm thinking of going with the trap doors like this, just to try to carry this kind of palette through the build up there, just to kind of tie it together. Because this is a strange kind of task. We have a certain kind of look for these floors. We want these floors to look different because we want it to be its own kind of level, right? We want it to have we want it to be special, right? And so we want it to make it look better. Well, I wouldn't say better, but you know, we want it to look more distinct. But at the same time, it can't be so jarring that it looks like somebody just ripped off the top of one building and stuck it on top of the other. It's got to tie in a little bit. And that's somewhat of a challenge. It is. So I'm thinking oak trap doors. Let's put the oak trap doors in here and let's see what that looks like. I think we're okay. Excuse me. See, yawning. That's how tired I am. Yawning on the stream. Remember to sit up straight here too. Wow, 2:41. We have 19 minutes of the stream left. Let's go get those oak trap doors. Yeah, see, already that's looking cool. I'm thinking. Yeah, that's looking cool. And you know what? I was going to make some sort of chandelier to hang in here, and I will. But I'm going to try to pull a Nova here, and I'm thinking end rods, glass, where you place the single pane and it looks like a glass rod. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do foliage too, dangly bits, the dangly bits, and see if I can come up with something. Again, it can't be too large and grand because it will totally take up this entire space here. So it's got to be balanced out, but at the same time, it's got to look cool. So, and then I may do something small here and there. We'll see. All right, oak trapdoors. I think I recall seeing some. Oh, I need this in my inventory. There we go. When we went into the oak box, okay, one. Oh, there were the doors that we were looking for earlier. Of course. Unless my eyes deceive me, and it's very easy for my eyes to be deceived right now. I do not see oak trap doors. Sometimes I think of how long this world has been going. Those are the jungle. Jungle. More jungle. Right. Right. Okay. Oak trap doors. You know what might also make interesting windows is gates. But I'm not willing to try that here because gates have a tendency to, when you line 3 of them up, the middle gate is at a greater height than the 2 outer gates. And it makes a weird effect. And so I don't know how that's going to sit in that window frame, and I'm not interested in mucking about with that today. Oak trap doors. Where would they be? Oh, excuse me again. We may have to craft some up. I'm hoping not. Yeah, see, there's more oak doors. There's more oak traps. Oh, we have one more. We need 4 times 9. We need 36. As close as it is to the end of stream already. Oh, here we go. We've got plenty. I was going to take a quick break, but I already found what I'm looking for, so I think I'll just hang on here. We only have 15 minutes. We're good. Look at Gaston parked in his little spot over there. Okay, oak trap doors. And again, I don't know, maybe... okay, I thought they were 3 by 3. They're only 4 by 4. No, 2 by 2. Brain, please. All right, gonna have to be top to bottom. And I want to flush to the inside. Now that is so old school for Windows. But the other thing is, you know, you can go like this. And you can also use doors for this too, but this will be fun. Like this, and sometimes you can go like that with them. I'm going to close them except for that one over there because Gaston's peeking in. Okay, that's flush to the inside. Good. Flush to the inside. Good. Now we have to place these from the outside, so they will close as such. Okay, buddy, I need to back you up a little bit. It's gonna be fine, trust me. I don't think I can reach this from a gas pack, so let's head over to... Come on, pal. There he goes. Now see, when the windows are closed, we'll check that out when we go in. Nice. When the windows are closed, it kind of looks like that. And it's not really that much fun for Gaston. So let's do this. Don't worry, pal. Don't worry, I got you. I got you. No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted to do. Trying to do that. One thing I don't like is it covers his... He's got a little bit of his mouth poking out there, which I just thought was kind of cute. But it's okay. It's okay. I mean, what else could possibly go there? Oh, excuse me. Other than maybe some banners, which I'm not really interested in that. So... I think this will do. How am I doing for time here? 12:49. I'm going to put these bits right here. Okay, I'm digging that. Nice. Hey, pal. Yeah, let's check that out from afar, shall we? I like it. I really like it a lot. There is this whole jankiness on either end, though. This has to be done. I'm not really certain what to do about that. But I do like all of this. I think this is going to do just fine. And I'm going to keep Gaston parked here. Here's where all the materials are. So since we're doing most of our work in this suite, let us park Gaston there. So he doesn't get lonely. Good. I think I'm being too jarring with the camera once more. My body is telling me to get away from this computer. My neck is killing me. Okay, let me see. We have about 7 minutes left of the stream. What can we do? I mean, we can kind of look at this stuff here. I was trying... Let's try to get some ideas. Also, we have this interior material, too. And I'm not certain if I'm going to go with the whitewash look like this. I don't think so. I don't think that's a good idea. So one thing we can do is we can travel down to the other layers. Now the interiors for these are basically the jungle wood. We have jungle wood and we do have stone. I don't think I'm going to do stone up there. I think it's a little too industrial kind of looking. It's not really homey looking, so... And I think my levels are pretty much the same. all the way down, except the accents are different. This is the cleric's level, so hence the purple. So the theme here is the basalt and the junglewood mostly, with some stone bits in it. There's Lone Star. Hey, welcome to the end of the stream, buddy. You all can see the auto shout out there. Or maybe not. Unless it's, he said this through the share like Dora did. And so he doesn't get the shout out. Lone Star. Or the shout out doesn't show. But check out fellow buffoon Lone Star stream. He's teamed up with Sage for Buffoon Skies. And their place is looking really cool. All right, so we did this, and we were going to hop aboard Gaston. Did I just, like, where is he? Oh, did I open this with intent to mount and fly off and then forget to do that? And now he's just roaming free? Hello, where is my marshmallow friend? Where are you, buddy? Oh, is he on this side? Then why is this one open? And this one's closed. I think I had him over here, and then I brought him to there. Brain, please. Please, just hang in there for a little longer, Brain. Okay. And again, excuse me for the yawning. I'm very, very wiped out. Yeah, it's what to do with these end pieces, you know? And I thought in some of the other Generation streams I had an idea for these. Now I feel like I don't. But whatever it's going to be, they're going to have to sit on these blocks. They can't be behind them on these blocks because we won't have any room for the happy guests. So maybe glass? Hey, you know what? You know what? You know what? I wonder, in 21.6, do we have the bookcases? And if we do, Junglewood bookcases might be a good thing to put there. I would rather have something a little more open, like the Junglewood trapdoors. Let's try it. Let's try it. What do they call shelves? Yeah, and I think because I'm at 1.21.6, I don't think I have access to those, right? It's got to be 1.21.11 to get those shelves, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think, Lone? Let's see what we're using. Yes. And there is the auto shutout right there. Yeah, so we need something that's going to sit back on this. And that's Screaming Trapdoor to me. Screaming Trapdoor like, ah! No. I think, yeah, let's look at trapdoors. Let's see what we have on the build so far. I'm really not interested in using the warped, so I don't think that that's going to happen. Um, Here we have the dark oak ones. That would be kind of cool, but I want something that has the open bits on it. Maybe not the oak. Here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, no, no. Over here. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, for God's sake. All right. There we go. There's a redeem if I ever saw one. All right, so what do we have for trapdoors? Let's go down to the lower level. We really just have the oak and the dark oak trapdoors. I'm not seeing anything else in there. So we can maintain those themes here. We do have the glass, but the thing about the glass is weird. The glass doesn't sit back on this. It sits somewhere like in the middle, which is strange. It overhangs the front of this, and it doesn't look like it's fastened to it. And that drives me kind of nutty. Yes, it does. Sorry, what was the concentration? What was the question? I was concentrating on not falling into the void. Oh my god, are you in skies right now? I was just wondering if the new shelf units, if that was in 1.21.11 or 1.21.6. I think it's 11. Yeah, I thought so. So I need to update the server here before I can use those. So there are a few things I want to try. Here's the black stained glass, which I'm kind of reluctant to use this. We do have the rest of the oak trapdoors. Let's slap those down just to see what they look like. And I think we'll do this aghast back. Hey there, pal. Fatigue. I feel the fatigue, my friends. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. See, the trapdoors are cool because you can see they sit on the back portion of these blocks, but you see they don't stick out this way. So our happy guest friend would be able to still fit right inside there. And then the top one would come down like this. So, you know what? I have no other plan for these so far. So let's just bite the bullet. And we'll install these. And that may change this piece. But the cool thing about this too is I can do this if I want to. Now, even though those are solid blocks back there, you can do that kind of thing. And then I'm thinking some decorative blocks there and there, which may be the tough blocks like this. Yeah, let's try it. I already have the blocks in my inventory, so the trapdoor, the oak trapdoors in my inventory. So let's go ahead and place those. Oh my God, Thunder, please. I know you're tired, but you are articulate. You can speak. All right, we do need a little more there. That's not bad. That's not bad. We just need the decorative block there and possibly here. You know what might be cool there is Yeah, let's get some stair blocks. Let's see if we can come up with something. But you know what? We are out of time. We are at the stream end. Wow, an hour is so short for a stream. But we actually accomplished quite a bit here. We came up with a motif for that, a look for that. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That'll do. Let's do the other two sides and then we'll wrap up the stream. Very short stream today. Because I'm an old man and I don't have the energy. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. This, of course, I'll get the other stair. I'll put this in with the extra trapdoor and bring it out to the edge. Like we will do here. You'll see that this will have a more complete look to it. Like that. So the other sides will look like this when they're done. Then, as I said earlier, I'll just do something here. I'm not entirely sure yet. But let's look back here. Like that. That's not bad. And let's head on down to street level. Boink. Street level, you can't really see much until you get back towards the hotel here. But I like this. I really like this. Okay. I figure we've done enough for today. Very short stream, everyone. Very short. Let's go park our friend here. Yeah, his is the one with the open windows here. There we go. I wonder if I put a snowball in my hand, will he turn around? There he goes. That's right, buddy. Right there. That's a pretty good thumbnail. Could do that for a thumbnail too, but then we miss out on the new features that we had installed. That's not incredibly bad right there. That's a good one. Okay, let's get ready to raid out here. Let's see if there's anyone to whom we can raid. I am going to raid my good buddy and my neighbor in skies, OPG himself. One player gamer. Let's go see what OPG is up to. Let us no. Let's try that again. There it is. May I direct your attention to chat? I have copied and pasted into chat the raid message. You may copy and paste that into chat if you would like to join us along on this raid to fellow buffoon and all around cool guy, one player gamer. Let's set up the raid itself. OPG, and the raid is counting down for OPG. Um, thank you for joining me today, everybody. I'm gonna go take a nap. I really need it. Um, just remember that we do this generation stream every Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today, I'm only doing noon to 1. I'm tired. Our next stream should be Friday. Should be 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that should be Buffooncraft SMP. Remember, I'm not streaming Skies, I'm recording it, but I'm still streaming Buffooncraft. So we'll be on the Buffooncraft Season 6 server on Friday doing that. And then the stream following that, hopefully we'll see if the overlays are ready for Kachi time and Kachi is ready for Kachi time. That would be Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Everybody enjoy the rest of your, is it afternoon? I think it's afternoon. Evening, morning, wherever you happen to be. Join us again next time. We're rating out to a one-player gamer right now. Family-friendly viewers, be advised, the stream is intended for mature audiences, but he's a really, really cool dude. All right, rating out now. Bye for now, everyone.